Welcome to LifePoint TV. I'm Pastor Dale Phillips, your host here on LifePoint, your path to real life. And let me begin with an apology to our LifePoint audience. We've been off air, at least in regards to updated or current content, due to some real significant technical difficulties with our video broadcast streaming program. Just had some problems that they had to get worked out, and unfortunately, for those of you who did catch the last few programs that we were able to upload, you could tell that they were off. And so we had to just kind of scale back and put up some static content or some content from previous broadcasts just to put something out there until we got things worked out. But fortunately, we're squared away now, and I appreciate your patience for those that have been able to continue to view in, and hopefully those who may have dropped off for a while will get you reconnected. Nonetheless, we're ready to get started in another brand new series. We're going to Matthew chapter 4. I want you to head that way. Matthew chapter 4, verse 4. Just going to isolate a verse from the temptation experience of Jesus Christ in the wilderness. And let me just give a little preview on that. The wilderness, and we've shared this before, the wilderness is a place to prepare a man for his mission, prepare a man or a woman for their pursuit of God's purpose in their life. So it helps to define the person as well as to pronounce the path that they are going to take. So the wilderness is very significant in the initiation of a person's engagement to follow or pursue God's call upon their life. With that being said, the context of this verse that we want to lift out needs to be evaluated with that in mind, that this wilderness is the place to define a person, the place where we are exposed or allow the profound purpose to be totally revealed for the path that a person is going to walk on. And in verse 4, this is the verse that we want to lift out. It reads like this: "But he answered and said, It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God." This is the first of several responses that Jesus makes in respect to the temptations or the distractions that are presented to him. The first response is also distinguishable because it helps to establish the profile of the man. As I said, it defines who we are when we're in the wilderness. It also pronounces the path that the man or person is going to take in their pursuit of their ministry. Here, Jesus does just that. He establishes his profile by saying, by establishing or saying, "It is written." He makes reference to the word of God that is written, and then he says, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. So in this response, we learn two important things about the word written and the word spoken. The word written is the word that is pre-established, preset, predetermines what our purpose is supposed to be. So Jesus says, listen, I'm not responding to what's set in front of me in the immediate moment because of what has already been established about me in the previous moment. Whoops, let me rerun that for somebody who might have missed that. Jesus says, I cannot respond to this immediate temptation to take stones and to make them into bread, because there is a word written that precedes this immediate moment, and my life is going to be driven not by what I see or feel or sense right now, but by the word that's been written about me already. That word presets, predetermines my agenda. So the word written is the word that's preset. The word written is the word that pre-establishes, if you will, our purpose, our identity, what we are chosen, anointed, selected to accomplish. And with that being said, he says in the word written, is it says, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. So not only am I going to respond to the word that's written, but the words that come forth from God's mouth are the words that I live by every single day. So here's the first lesson that I want us to reckon with here in this study. We cannot allow the world that we live in, be it in the wilderness or even after our journey through the wilderness, we cannot let our environment or the world that we live in cause us to respond just to the immediate moment, just to the passion or even the pain that I might feel right now. There's something greater and broader in respect to what God has preset, pre-established, predetermined for our life. The word written. The word written. That's the word that God has given to establish His plan and His purpose for our life. So we're gonna unfold this a little bit more, to gather some more details about this observation here in Matthew chapter 4. So I want you to stay with us as we continue in this study. This is Pastor Dale Phillips, encouraging you to stay on the path that leads to real life.